New Hampshire Recreation Commission meeting. Tonight is February 28th, 2023 at 7 PM. We're going to do a quick roll call. We have a very small agenda, so we're going to go through this pretty quickly. Roll call. My name is Steve Gannon. I am the chairman. Andy Ruggles, vice chair. Mike Bosky, member.
Here.
Secretary Judy Brennan.
Here.
Absent tonight is Christopher Burns, Peter Ames, alternate Jeff Town, and Mr. Stephen Weber. So moving on, we have approval of meeting minutes. They are for the February 14th, 2023 meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review? The only one absent that night was Jeff. Yep, everybody good? All right.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes for February 14th,
Second.
2023 as written.
I'll second.
Any other discussions, changes, edits?
Aye. No.
Hearing none. Please, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
You guys really want to get out of here quickly, don't you? All right, moving on. New business. We have payment for Blanchett Electrical for $250 to replace the faulty emergency lighting at Town Hall. We had the fire inspector go in. He had to issue this year's building occupancy permit, especially before the comedy night, and called out the 3 lights to be replaced. I spoke to Blanchett Electrical. They went in and replaced them for $250. So I would like to make a motion to approve a payment of $250 to Blanchett Electrical.
A second. A third.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
400, motion carries. Public input, we have no one in the audience with us tonight. Field and facility requests. Talent Hall, boys 12U soccer practices, Zach Dupre, Wednesdays, 3-1 to 4-4 from 6 PM to 7 PM. We have a COI?
Yes, we do.
Soccer,
We have
travel
soccer.
soccer.
Yep,
Yeah.
we got it.
And you already said that basketball is done in there, right?
I thought they were, but evidently they're not. They're doing open gym on Monday nights.
Okay.
So that's why I had sent the email the other day about moving baseball to Tuesday nights because they're not done yet. So
Are they, because they have it booked
till
for,
the 18th.
yeah, every day till the 18th.
Every day, yeah, but they're just using it on Monday.
So just Monday, so
Yeah.
if I edit the calendar,
Yeah,
pull them out, they could have Mondays?
yeah.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to approve boys 12U soccer for practices on Wednesdays, 3-1 to 4-4 from 6 PM to 7 PM.
Second.
Discussions? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye, 400. I will update the calendar as, if you can make sure that,
I'll double check.
yeah, let them know that if, we're gonna start booking over if they're not using it, and,
Yeah.
if not, they'll have to come, we'll have to move things around. Sawmill Park Field Number 2, LMS lacrosse games, Daniel DeForney, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5/4 to 5/23, 2023. I don't know what.
Oh, I didn't put the time. It was 3 to 5.
3 to 5 PM?
Yep, sorry about that.
LMS goes, we still probably have to make sure that they have their insurance and all that, right? Don't we typically get something from them? COI?
I do not have anything from any of the schools.
How do we typically handle that, Mike? Lacrosse? I know you kind
I
of.
mean-
Well, this is the school. This isn't
This is
lacrosse.
school.
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, they should be submitting it.
Yep.
Do you want me to reach out to him
Yeah,
for
if you-
that?
If you could.
Okay.
Just let him, he's come before us before, let him know that we need to see a COI from the school.
Okay.
I'm sure they have it, but we should
Yeah.
have it on record just in
Yeah,
case.
we
And
should.
it's what, 3 to 5, you said?
3 to 5, I believe.
Yeah, it's,
Mike, that works for soccer?
With the
yeah, it's
games.
4 specific days.
Yeah.
Okay.
More in question, does it work for lacrosse?
Oh, are they usually there?
Yeah,
earlier?
well, no one's usually there till 5 anyway, so.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, so lacrosse at the middle school is starting up this year for the first time, self-funded. And these are the 4, they can only scrimmage this year, so there's 2 scrimmages for the girls and 2 scrimmages for the boys, which are what these 4 dates are for.
Got it.
The rest of the time, they're practicing elsewhere.
Gotcha.
And, the lacrosse, I know the youth lacrosse was the one who, put together the idea, and that the offshoot, the group that went to, before the school board to get it as a sport in the school works with them, so I'm assuming there's plenty of contact between the two.
Does the middle school have, like a athletic director?
Yes, Dan DeForney.
Oh, he is the athletic director,
Yeah.
okay. Cause I was gonna say, if I contact each of the school's athletic directors and they just send their COIs, and we have them for whatever sports they want to.
It should be actually one COI for the whole school district.
Okay,
I mean, my guess is that you probably, if you contact Michelle.
okay,
in the,
Flynn,
Yeah, Michelle
Oh, she's
Flynn.
not there anymore.
She's not?
No, I think she
I
left.
don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, she just recently left.
Oh.
But reach out to Daniel and
Yeah.
let him
yeah,
know.
okay.
All right, any other discussion around that?
No, I'll make a motion to approve the LMS lacrosse games at, on Tuesday and Thursdays, 5/4 through 5/23 at Sawmill Park from 3 to 5 p.m.
Second,
Any further discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 400, and just reach out, it'll be pending, COI from
Yep.
Daniel, but I'm sure he already has it. Last one is, Spirit of Litchfield, Courtney McDonald is looking to do the Easter egg hunt. They actually asked for a couple of parcels, some of them we do not manage, but they're looking to access Roy Memorial Park and Jeff Lane for on Saturday, 4/1 from 10 to noon to set up a couple tables. That's a quick, easy one, that's not a problem at all.
and they just wanted the parking lots, which we don't reserve, but I put it on here anyway, just so that we know someone's using them.
Yeah, I think
Right?
last time they just set up a table, right, or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so,
Just do a fun little thing for the
Yeah.
kids, so,
Are you dressing up like an Easter bunny? I would
Always.
recommend it. Okay.
always.
All right, I'll let her know.
so because it's the parking lots, I don't know that we even have to
Now,
No.
approve it, but just so that it's written there that we know that they are doing it. And I'll let her know. I'll get back to all three of them and let them know.
yep, so we don't even have to vote on that, we'll just.
Yep.
it's-
Just that we're aware.
If you could too, actually, I'll respond to her, because I'll respond to her, copy conservation. She had a couple locations that we don't manage, but I'll let them know that she's
Yep,
looking.
she already,
She already-
Jay had me give her his email just so that they know that they're there.
Okay,
So that's covered. As far as like the pavilion and all that, I don't,
pavilion is,
Yeah.
it's public, it's open. What
So-
else did they want? GMS, that's something she could work with the
yeah,
school with.
it was, so, Morse Falls is already taken care of, and then the Jeff Lane and Roy Memorial Park by us. And then,
All right. That is it for facilities and field requests. Old business, pickleball update.
did you guys have a chance to see Chris's,
Email? Yeah.
email today?
Yep.
So I don't think, he ended up getting the verbal, right, price? So I don't know if we wanna wait till the next meeting to vote on that,
Yeah, I would think we'd want to.
Yeah. and we have more people.
What
So
did
it
he-
came down to $33,286.22 to do the painting, the lines, and the nets. And then Fences Unlimited was what, $67K for all of the fencing.
Yeah, I think we should wait till Chris is here. We
Yeah,
have
and that,
time,
and
right?
when he has it, something in writing more than just a verbal.
I know he was. he
Then he
wanted to-
attached the other quote, the newer one.
I'm looking, oh, wait a minute. So then, there
John.
was one. If they did the painting, black commercial grade chain link fence, 10 feet, cord drill posts, freight.
I know he wants to get this approved quickly so that he can get these guys aligned. I think we may be better off waiting till Chris is here
Yeah,
so he could, have all the facts.
because if we go with the two contractors, we would want that 33,000 in writing.
Yeah, he was approved to, because of the amount in, limited, I believe the Board of Selectmen approved him to go direct. We don't have to go through the
Right,
bidding process.
yes, I did.
Correct.
All right, so we will table that until, next meeting when Chris can motion it. Ropes course update, sent an email to Coach K and to Ryan. They both responded. Ryan responded today. Said if I could prepare a list of questions, we're gonna ask him, and he'll come before us and answer what he can. And I copied you on it, right? Did I?
You copy on the, I didn't get his
Oh, he
reply.
didn't respond? Okay, I'll send you that. Coach K is still in Florida. I told him the two situations that we're dealing with, and he said he'll definitely reach out to Ryan. Ryan responded to me, and we'll just work out, what's going on with it. Number one is, Natticook wants to get in and start drilling for the well March 19th. So it means he's gonna drop some ropes, so we need to know what to do before March 19th. And then, still the long term is what are we gonna do with the ropes course? That's gonna be one of those discussions where we need to figure out what participation of the membership, of the members are from Litchfield, and what are not. And it could be one of those situations where, if there's more participation from outside, why is it running on town property? So I'll copy him. If you guys could send me any questions you have for them, so I could send them to
Okay.
Ryan, so that when he comes in front of us, he could be prepared. The two I'll mention is, already the rope having to drop, we need to do that before the 19th, and then the, what is the membership, but if there's anything else.
Yeah, that's.
He's
the
gonna have
biggest-
to, he's probably gonna have to, I think you're probably gonna have to talk to him about dropping that before he
Oh,
even
yeah.
shows up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it needs,
Yeah.
because it sounds like Ryan wants to get in there as soon as the
Yeah.
ground's
and
warm
get,
enough to
and do
drill.
it, yeah.
So it could be even earlier. I mean, right now we're getting snow finally, but who knows? I think you cursed us last week, didn't you?
I didn't curse anyone. I'm not happy with everyone cursing, everyone throwing out there, it's not gonna snow. Yeah, okay.
All right, so I'll reach out to Ryan, copy you on that. Livable communities.
I'm gonna wait until April to go back to the Board of Selectmen, because we had originally decided February would be good, but then there's elections coming up, and then they're gonna probably elect their chair, vice chair, all that, so I think it's probably best to
Hold off till April.
wait until that's all in place. Go back in April. That gives us, plenty of time. It gives us actually a year to work on getting approved and before, grants are due the following year, if there's something we want to apply for, if we get approved.
So it gives us plenty of time.
Yep.
There was one thing I want to put in there that I forgot. I asked, I met with Kim Kleiner probably a week or so ago and went over some plans on what we could do at Town Hall. I talked to her for probably about an hour and a half about it. She was saying there's also grants out there. There's one out there now that's a matching grant that we can use for conservation as well as recreation. And recreation, it's not just about building new or acquiring properties. We could actually use the money to restore, so like Town Hall. She said also that it doesn't have to come directly from our budget. We could work with the Board of Selectmen, so if they have money that we can use as a matching grant, we can apply for that and try to use it. So at the same time, I asked her to go in and have a plumber look at the leaking toilets, and give us a quote on what we could do to the system. Could we possibly go to touchless like I've been talking about? Unfortunately, he came back and said that our plumbing is more of a residential, not commercial, so the pipes aren't large enough to support the industrial automatic flush system. So we're stuck with the old school breaker valves. But to redo the bathrooms as is, to replace the sinks and the faucets and the toilets, etc., would be about $2,500. He mentioned that there's no hot water because we have it shut off, so that's something we'll also have to go back to ask him about putting in hot water, on-demand hot water.
Tankless hot water, yeah.
Tankless hot water, yeah. And then we could work with an electrician to get wired up. So we may be able to upgrade the bathrooms for probably, I'd say $4,000 if we go with the tankless and painting and all that, which is actually not too bad.
Could any of that matching money be used to put a new floor in there?
So what we have to do is figure out how much we wanna go for, write up the grant, write it up so they can justify it, $500,000.
Well, I want to blow out a side so that there's some seating for.
Just one side?
Well, we can go out one side or the other side.
Yeah.
Make it 3 basketball court size.
So the tough one there is we need to have an industrial engineer climb under the floor to tell us what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
What can we do with the current structure? Concern is, it would probably all have to be completely rebuilt. If you've ever been in there when the high school kids are playing basketball, there's a lot of bounce. Even the little kids probably bounce a lot. So it definitely needs, we know that it can't be refinished, but how much structural underneath does it need? But yes, that money, going back to your original question, yes, that grant money can be used for rebuilding the floors, replacing the bathroom. If we had the matching money, we could use it, I imagine, to blow out a wall. So it's a pretty good grant that we'll try to chase
It
down.
would just be nice if there was some seating other than on the stage for. But it's.
It'd be nice if
it's almost
there
like-
was room to
That's
do
what I
anything
think,
real in
yeah.
there, but
It's a
Like, you don't
truly a
wanna put in too much money in there when it's not giving us any more space, but sooner or
serves a
later, something's gonna
giant
happen.
purpose
It
in this
does.
town,
Oh, it's
always-
very,
yeah,
it-
it
it-
is.
honestly,
always
it's a
booked,
very
yeah.
important facility
Yeah.
that we use. It's not, honestly, it's too small of a facility. It's too
not
small of a facility to use for what we have now in this
Yeah.
town,
It's
for
not
how much it's
adequate
used.
Right.
All right, that's all I had. Does anybody else have anything?
That expensive.
It's probably cheaper than metal.
We can just, we could just blow a hole through this big door through the cinder block and put a gym on the other side.
As long as we go to the left, the right has the septic tank, but the left is open.
All right. Well, the cinder block's gonna last longer than anything else, I'll tell you. 100 years from now, those cinder blocks will still be there. Everything else will be
Caved in.
gone.
So think about what we should do. I'll write up the proposal, I'll start writing it up, and then we'll throw a figure together. We'll have to talk with the Board of Selectmen and see how much money that we could pull from them as matching grants. But it's a good thing. Anything else? All right. Our next meeting is March 14th. I will not be here because I will be working the polls.
Steve will be working the polls.
Me and Steve.
This could be your last meeting.
It may be, I guess. I don't know how that works, but it's possible. Quite possible.
No, he would actually have to come back and officially resign.
Okay.
Yes.
And then deny?
We all voted no.
Yes. No.
Nobody wants to do this job?
We could all abstain.
Yeah, no one will show up. All right, if that's it,
Wow, 19 minutes.
we'll make a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Quick and easy, out in 19 minutes.